I'm Nige.
And I'm Anders. Welcome to What Is ... Today we're doing black tea, aren't we?
We are. And Anders is a bit of an expert on black tea because he's been reading up on it. So
I have been, yeah.
As far as I know, all tea comes from the same plant, which is?
Camellia sinensis. If it doesn't come from there, it's not tea.
It's not.
Okay.
It's either a fruit tea or a tisane, as
yeah, absolutely.
Right.
So that's where it all comes from. There are obviously huge variances of the Camellia sinensis.
And where it's grown. What time of year it's picked at. All these things play a part in the type that will have an influence on the flavour of the tea.
Black tea on the whole is plucked the whole year round. There are exceptions,
right?
But they're generally grown at lower altitudes, more equatorial countries, so the heat's a lot more
to give the longer growing time.
Yeah, so it can just grow all year round.
So once it's picked, there's a standard process most teas go through, and there is part of that process.
So there's the withering. Once it's been plucked, you wither it, which is where you get rid of some of the
moisture.
Thank you. I was going to say liquids. That's not quite right. Some of the moisture.
So
with greens.
What's unique about the black tea then in the withering
Black tea is withered for a lot longer.
Okay.
A lot of the green tea process, the withering is really quite a short process. You're trying to keep as much of the initial flavors within. With black tea, you're withering, you're going to try and get rid of about 32% of the moisture in your plants.
Right. Now, after that process, it's the cutting and rolling.
Cutting and the rolling, absolutely.
What's unique to the black tea? What makes this different?
Rolling. The rolling is I have to check my notes there. Sorry about that. There's a lot of stuff goes in my head, but a lot of it comes out as well. Right. So we're talking about rolling. The longer you roll it, the more effect you're going to have on the enzymes within the tea there. And you're going to create something that's a little bit more flavorful.
Okay. The cutting, the rolling, and the cutting is just cutting into the size you want.
The cutting size, yeah. So the very, very smallest cut can be will probably be used in tea bags. The larger the tea leaf, the more quality there is involved generally.
Okay. The next process is the oxidation.
And the longer you oxidate.
Yes. Or as I like to call it, rotting.
Yes, it is. And basically you're just letting it dry out. You let it dry on. You'll oxidize it. The longer you leave it to oxidize, you will make a stronger, more bitter taste to it. And that
also gives it a lot of its color. I think they're just that long oxidation.
Yeah, that's where the color of black tea comes from.
And the drying and heating, is that nothing unique there? Is it
drying and heating is basically what happens as soon as everything's done. It's just
dried quickly, lock in
to stop anything else occurring after that.
Super.
So I think that's pretty much the whole process with black tea.
And that's basically black tea.
Yeah. After all that, are you drinking a black tea?
I am, and it's strong, hot. It's lovely.
I've gone for a cup of Assam.
Well, I've gone for tea bags. I've gone for I can't remember what it was now. Yeah, it's got a green packet.
Yeah, there's a lot of green packets in tea, isn't there? Though, having said that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's black tea for you.
Yes.
I hope we've informed you a little bit there.
Probably my favorite type of tea.
Not so me.
But the journeys, no, actually, well, it's a form of black tea. But there is other types of black tea, but we'll go into the specifics in other programs.
We will do, yes. For the time being, though, we'll end that lesson here. Thank you for watching, people. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Goodbye.